Okay, welcome to the season finale of season
Dun,
one
dun,
of the
dun.
Destiny Corner. Thank you all for being here. Forgive me if my lamp shows through. I'm sitting on the floor. It's just one of those days, listeners. So, crazy, crazy, crazy day. It's been a crazy, crazy couple of weeks for Destiny news-wise. Obviously, I guess we can just quickly start off with sending off Deej. Thanks, Deej, for so much to this game and this community.
Yep.
I don't know if he ever listens to this, but if he does, just know that we do appreciate everything that you've done for this game and for this company and for this community. And it's quite a surprise. I was a little shocked. I didn't expect him to be leaving. So I guess we'll start with Orchid, and then we'll go from Nick to John to Joker to Emma about your reactions to that news. So Orchid, do you want to start off with that?
I think he's really tired of doing all the stuff that he does week in, week out, because we're a bunch of people who are really, we don't really care about him anymore. And we are really ungrateful. So he's done. He is done with us. He is moving on to us not being there anymore. So, Deej, thank you for, putting up with us for as long as you have, because we are all very ungrateful. I am sorry.
Right. I mean, that's a fair point. That's a very fair point.
I'm super grateful. I don't know what you're talking about.
What about you, Nick? What's your reaction, Nick?
Well, like you said, for me, it was definitely a little bit of maybe a surprise. If only because he's always carried himself in that very super professional way, and he's always been super, I don't know, any podcast or any show floor appearance or Bungie stream, it's always been giving it his fullest. So you can never tell really with that kind of demeanor. But I don't know. For me, it's always been the heart and soul of those streams, and his deadpan delivery is going to be missed for me. So
yeah,
hats off, Deej.
What about you, John?
Yeah, no, I agree. I was just thinking. I remember him on the Shadowkeep stream with Phil Spencer, and how he, I can't remember who it was, but kept giving him notes about who the winner was, and he was screwing him up and just throwing him at the camera. And his rapport with Phil Spencer and everybody else on the stream was awesome, and it came out of nowhere. But he'll be missed. Anybody that says that he's easily replaceable is wrong. So.
And what about you, Joker?
Well, one, I mean, he gave me one of my favorite memes. It's the working as intended Deej dancing meme.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. But no, I mean, he's a community manager guy. He's always handled, any interaction I've had with him has been fairly respectful, fairly decent. But I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a job, and people move on to different jobs. Right. Who knows? Maybe because of that rapport with Phil Spencer, he'll go over, be a community ambassador with Xbox, or maybe 343 poached him. Who knows, dude? Maybe maybe there's something going on with Bungie, and he just wants out. Who knows? So I mean, just as long as he's got a opportunity to move up in the world, he's doing him. Hey, dude. I'm just not a fan of the Cosmo. I like DMG. I'm a little on, but you know what? Just as long as they do their job, they write up weekly updates, get that stuff out there. That's their business end, and our business ends to cover it. So,
what about you, Emma? What's your reaction?
Hopefully that this move is for bigger and better things. Hopefully it's a move forward in his career, and rather than I'm done with this.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's all that we can all hope for. It's hopefully he's moving on to something bigger and better for his life. And I think I can definitely agree with Orchid on the fact that he's definitely got to be tired. He's been the face of this community for a while in the terms of his job, and he's been the guy that's obviously we've seen on Twitter. He's the one that gets a lot of the hate and gets a lot of the negativity thrown at him.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes in this industry, and it sucks. But he's definitely been a true champion and a true professional. And yeah, this podcast wishes him the best in his life.
I will say, he survived the Halo community. He can survive anything.
Oh,
He survived Halo during Halo Reach. He can survive anything.
So we've seen in the last couple weeks some big news in Destiny, such as the 10/15/2020 this week of Bungie. We saw the information about the world's first, and this is quite interesting. It's going to launch on Saturday, November 21st, with contest mode, of course. But this is great, in my opinion. I mean, this is going to give a lot of people a fair chance at trying to go for world's first. You know, this is great news, and I will try. I can tell you right now, there's no way I'm going to get world's first. But our clan's going to try.
I'm looking for world's worst, bro.
World's last.
Bro, get like some White Claws and just start downing them. You know, take like 3 shots at the beginning and just go in.
I think it'll be.
That sounds like it'd be fun, dude.
1 shot every time you die.
Oh God, no! Hold on. I like
that. Like before the first counter ended, like
wipe.
I think we'd all be dead by the end of the night. Before the end of the night. But I mean, I don't think any of us can really argue with the fact that this is really good news. I mean, this is going to level out the playing field a little bit, especially with the contest mode sticking around. 1230 power. Other than that, you will not be able to get any more help, and artifact will be disabled. So, you know, this is good to see. That TWAB, besides that, didn't really have a whole lot of information, except for, you know, some specs on how Destiny's going to run on the new consoles, some emblems.
FOV slider, hold on. We are not passing that up.
We're not going to go over that.
We're
not going to go over that.
Hunters, they're like little jumpy bitches, but now I have the FOV to see them.
Yeah, I think that's really good. I don't know about you guys, but when Division 2 got an FOV slider, it changed my life. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh. So, I mean, I think as a console player, finally having an FOV slider, pretty great. However, we don't know how much it's going to go to, but hey, any FOV slider is
Anything
great.
over 75 is great. That's
right.
Where I'm at.
How do you feel about that, Orchid? FOV slider.
I've been playing on PC for the last several seasons, so I don't care anymore.
Oh, okay, all right, fine. All right, how about my fellow console peoples, huh?
I will say I was not able to procure a new Xbox because I was not able to get one of them. I'm really happy for all the people that did, and because getting a new PC is super expensive. So I'm really, really glad that people are going to be able to experience as close as they can, like how great PC is, because the field of view like really does change everything, and all those like crispy frames really do change everything.
60 frames per second will change fundamentally like the way a lot of weapons feel, like Thorn or something.
The meta is different on PC.
Oh yeah, if you go and use Thorn on like console and then you go and use it on PC, even with a controller, right?
Yeah.
Because the 60 frames per second or higher, the reset for bloom feels faster. I don't know if that's accurate, but like it just feels better.
I think it's just the frames. It just feels better. Yeah. And the field of view, just it being so wide, just makes everything feel so fast. My one complaint whenever I go back to playing on console is that everything feels so slow and so cumbersome. And it's just because of the frames and the way everything is laid out. So I'm really excited people can experience the kind of the way the PC players have been playing it since like D2 came out. So I am excited about that.
Well, raise your hand in here if you managed to procure yourself a new console. Okay, so it's just 2 of us.
Yes.
All right, Emma. All right, that's 3 of us. Okay.
I'm thrilled. I make money off this, and I was like, yeah, I'll just wait till the Halo one comes out because they're gonna do a Halo one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm waiting for too. Is now that I love Halo, I really want a Halo one.
I mean, I had to get one. I couldn't help it. I had to get an Xbox, but
Plus, the
yeah.
first run's always like kind of mess. They mess up. They there's some tech
Oh,
problems.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm mentally prepared for that nightmare. Nick, you didn't get one?
I did not, and yeah, so I'm going for a PS5.
Okay.
Likely. I put in like we get this. You can put in a pre-order that basically you're in line for the next whenever the next shipment is. I didn't get in on the first batch, so
Okay.
who knows? They said estimate is December, January, so we'll see.
Wow. Well,
I
at
am
least
probably
you
gonna
get-
go and see if I can like stand in line and get one at the store because they're gonna have a limited stock also in store. So
Mhm.
hopefully that I don't know.
Well, hope so. I
Oh
mean,
god,
you
I don't
know,
miss
we
that, man.
hope for you.
I was
But,
a manager at a GameStop during the last console gen release, and I was like, oh my god, this is a nightmare.
we I mean, you know, me and Emma and John, and I know we all play on console. Nick, you still playing console, right?
Not
No,
currently for Destiny, but other games, sure.
okay. Well, John, you, Emma, and I, we all play on console, and Joker, you play on console, but we've already gotten your opinion on the FOV slider. Well,
Yes.
what do you two think about the FOV slider update, huh?
Ladies first.
It will be interesting. It will be interesting to be able to slide seamlessly back and forth between PC and console. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for, especially with cross save and like trying to get people interested in playing across their ability. If you have console, PC, maybe PlayStation as well, it would be interesting to be able to do that and not be like, what's happening? Why does this feel, like you said, weird? Like, because it feels way better to play on PC than it does right now on console.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's true. And I think this is going to be a good move, obviously. But I think it's going to be great for players that don't really know what this is. You know, a lot of console players, let's be honest, probably don't know what an FOV slider is. And this will be great for them once they realize it's in the game. I didn't realize there was an FOV slider in Division for like the first year of the game. So like, you know, once people figure out that it's going to be in the game, that's going to be great. I mean, I think, you know, it's going to help people really enjoy the game even more, and it's going to feel a lot better, and it's going to be visually so much better. So, I mean, it's not the biggest change in the world, but it's definitely one of the ones that I'm most excited about. But besides that, let's move on to the next thing. Now, I just want to quickly say the art that's for sale in the Bungie store, the Halloween art, these artists, very talented people, very, very talented people. Brandon, I want to shout these people out. John Sarman, I'm totally butchering your name, and I'm sorry. Clinton Felker, Brandon McAmee. You guys all did awesome art for this T-shirt and these two things, and very, very impressed. So, wanted to shout those guys out. And if you buy their art, I believe you get a special emblem from the Bungie store. So, if you're looking for something cool like that, go to the Bungie store, get this stuff. There's some moon stuff with like the Chinese cosmonaut, taikonaut symbols and stuff like that. It's cool stuff. Bungie stores always got cool stuff. So, let's move on to the big news. Now, last episode, which was a bit ago, we talked about the new exotics, but we didn't talk about these new exotics with Orchid and Emma, etc. So, whichever one of you wants to start, what did you think about the new exotics that were showcased recently? Whichever one of you wants to start.
You can go ahead, Orchid.
Oh, I have literally no opinion on them.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just seriously, like, why are you here?
I've already got my exotic engrams saved up, so I can just not worry about it.
Yeah, I'm saving up mine. I haven't used any of them
I
actually.
haven't used any of mine this season. Yeah.
I
That's
just
like
want that
waiting.
hunter helmet. Y'all know I want that hunter helmet. But what about you, Emma? What's your opinion?
Let's figure out. I don't have an opinion either. It'll be fun. I'm actually actively like trying not to like get excited and like check them out because I want it to be exciting to like
Yeah.
get a new exotic and figure out what this does and just kind of let myself experience the game as if I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing because I really don't. Let's be real.
Right.
I'm
That's
still excited
fair.
about the Warhammer 40k chainsword thing.
I think everybody's excited
like,
for that, even if they don't
yes.
want to admit it.
Blood for the
The
blood
only
god.
the only guns that I have like actively checked out have been the ones on like the meme pages.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I all know I love my No Time to Explain, my baby from the first game. Can't wait for that. I've said this multiple times. When my life-size version is ready, which will be a couple months, it will be featured, and the artist will get a huge feature. I'm so excited. But Nick, what is your opinion on the new exotics? If you have one, and if you don't have one, it's totally cool.
Well, as a hunter main, I'm very excited about. We don't get Link necessarily. I don't think it's gonna be comparable necessarily. Seems like there's a bit more of a travel time, and and that makes me excited for a completely. I don't think we've seen anything like
Yeah,
that.
this seems more like a dash that takes you off the
Yes.
map for a second, and then so you're not like getting shot while you're dodging, basically.
Right.
Yes. So like
Definitely looks
making
cool.
flanks and other like maneuvers. I think on any of that stuff for hunter is excellent. Just lean into that fantasy. I like it.
Right. I mean, but it definitely looks really cool. I mean, I'll be honest, that's the main reason I want it. I mean, I've been a big proponent of getting Blink back. It's close enough. But I mean, it just looks cool. I mean, I've said this before. John, you know this by now. I like exotics that are so ugly they're cool. So like, it's a
This kind of thing.
As
absolutely
long as they don't
horrendous.
clip through capes. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. If it better not clip through my cloak. Oh my God, if it clips through my cloak, I'm gonna lose my mind. But yeah, I mean, I guess like last episode we said they look interesting. So we'll see what happens. We don't really know until we know.
Poison
So-
gauntlets, that's all I'm saying.
Poison gauntlets, I know you said that a lot.
That's all right.
So this week we saw the new story trailer for Beyond Light drop. And personally speaking, I mean, John and Emma know this by now. The Fallen are my favorite race. So, hey, more talking Fallen, I'm down. I think it's cool that we can finally see a character really talk about their motivations, really show that why she's doing this. That she's got a very clear motive. We know exactly why she's doing what she's doing. And I like
We kind of got that with Aldrin.
Yeah.
Forsaken.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look how long it took us in Destiny 2. I mean, like, nobody cares
No, I
about
know.
Gaul was whatever. Blech. But, like, but the voice actor for Gaul was pretty great. He did a great job. Gaul himself was just like, whatever. But I think it's really cool. It's straightforward to the point. At the very beginning of the trailer, we know what's going on. And I like that it's a female. I think that's really cool. A female Fallen. I think that's super interesting.
Can I say I love that voice effect too.
Oh yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
love it.
so good. So let's go from the same order and let's talk about our impressions. So Orchid, we'll start with you. What were your impressions of this story trailer?
The story trailer, so from like a lore perspective, I'm very excited. I'm trying to reserve my excitement because I like to reserve my hype because I don't like to have hype.
Mm-hmm.
Hype is bad.
Yeah.
Hype is the mind killer.
The mind
Nice.
is perfect. Hype is my killer. Because Dune is the best.
Wait
No,
for
dude,
that.
Can't wait.
It really is though when you think about it, because you get hyped for something, right? And then it's you wind up falling into one of two camps when it comes out, and it's not quite as good as you thought it would be. Either abject denial of reality and you just double down, or you're like, oh well, this is depressing.
Right.
So I'm like, I would just prefer to be realistic. I'm like, yeah, this looks cool. Am I gonna like hype myself up about it to like unrealistic proportions? No, but like it's interesting. I want to know more.
Yeah. So my problem is that I'm trying. So everyone has their collector's edition by now in the mail. I did not order one because I was poor when all the pre-orders were going out, so I did not order one. So I don't have one. So I'm trying to not read all of the spoilers online and not listen to anyone talk about it. And I'm trying to not hype myself up, and it is killing me on the inside.
I did put a spoiler warning in my video, so
Yeah, I'm trying to not watch your videos right now.
At least
I'm
she's
trying to
honest.
not watch anyone's videos right now because everyone is talking about it. So I'm like avoiding the internet at the moment. But with at least as a story trailer, I'm very excited. I Aramis is a great character and I love the outfit. Not the voice I was expecting, honestly, but I'm okay with it. It's almost like a really growly Marasov. I'm okay with it. Um, I like how they're like, circle gang, yeah, nah, we're triangle gang now. This is what we're doing. Triangle gang forever. Love like the darkness shards and, like the symbolism and I'm oh God, the hype. I'm trying to not have it. It's really hard. And I'm very excited. God damn it.
Yeah,
Someone else start
I didn't
talking
get the
before
collector's edition.
I say something else. So
I did not get the collector's edition either. I just got the digital deluxe. I just wanted no time.
I got the one with the EXO, man.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got the EXO.
Yeah, you got it separately, didn't you?
I did get that, and I definitely rubbed that into John's face. No, I mean, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, but no, it's cool. But did you guys notice the Drifter is also going to be available, and they'll ship in spring. They're making a Drifter version. Cool.
Yeah, I
You'll
don't
probably
care.
get an Eris version, I imagine, at some point as well, because then you'll get the full gang, won't you? So
That'd be cool.
Makes sense.
So, Nick, on to
Call
you.
me when we get a Petra version.
Oh, everybody.
She is the best
That
waifu,
one.
man.
Everybody's
I
gonna
can't
want that one.
Yeah, that one will be sold out like instantly.
someone to show off.
they'll
All
never
right.
do an Ikora version. Just forget about her.
Let's jump over to Nick. Nick,
Bungie's also forgotten about Ikora, so I mean,
what's
like,
your opinion on the story trailer, Nick?
Well, I did think it was a little bit on the nose. It was it was not subtle in the least in what, like, they were very clear with that, like, they had the visual representation of the darkness of the, like, mini Doritos instead. So were literally taking power from the triangles and all this. So I thought the visuals were great. I thought all that, but yeah, I mean, I'm all for like a clear, how should I say it? Clear sort of premise. And then obviously the barracks thing is fascinating. We all love barracks, at least some of us do, maybe. Hopefully, I don't know.
Love
But
love
yes.
barracks, yes, or you die.
I think
Wait, what?
I think it's perfect. I thought it was a different voice actor too. For some reason, it sounded
don't
a bit
know.
different.
I'd have to
But yes.
rewatch it.
Voice actor,
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
All
I thought
right.
it was okay.
Yeah. All right. What about you, John?
Well, first of all, our Guardian speaks again, which is
Fourth
like
time or something. I don't know.
yeah, it's amazing. This is like 5 words, and they use the EXO. I think it's the EXO male voice, isn't it?
EXO is besto. Just
So every time I hear it, I think Steve Downes. It sounds like Steve Downes. It's not him, but yeah. So that was awesome. My question from it is the darkness willingly giving stasis, or has Aramis found a way to extract it? Because it's just floating there, in the middle of that chamber, and it just willingly opens up. So
right.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know
a good
if there is
question.
spoilers about that in the collector's edition, because again, I've not read any spoilers and whatnot. But if she's found a way to harness it herself and go around the darkness's willingness to give power, then that's a completely different dynamic to the darkness going, "We want to help you." If she's ripping it out of it itself, because
Much like Gaul.
yeah, but is that darkness constantly recharging inside to give shards? Is it killing the Dorito? What's happening? There's a lot of questions that could come from it. So
Those are good questions.
But it just looks good. Guardian speaks, good story beats. I've seen the meme about because I've got it paused on the scene where the stranger comes around the corner and it's like when a dad walks in the room, or how are you getting on, son, or whatever the meme is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, how are you getting on,
Winning,
Barracks?
son?
Yeah.
Are you winning, Barracks?
Yeah, and it's just brilliant. It's
No.
like the internet just within the day of it coming out. I'm just like, that's absolutely perfect. So,
He's about to
but
get
it's
his
a good
legs
trailer.
docked.
And
Yeah.
if they don't release anything else story wise for it, that's enough. We just need to know about content now. What legs has the game got? What's going to keep us playing for that first season? So
These are
we'll
good
see.
points. Yeah.
But back to a question you asked earlier, which I didn't get to answer. FOV slider. Yes, I'm excited by it, but loading times is the biggest thing.
Yep.
Some people have been playing it unopped, unpatched on the Series X, and loading in is like 30 seconds or less, which is mind blowing compared to what we've got now.
Oh yeah.
So
30,000 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I could log in now, and the
tower
podcast will still be going on, and I'll probably be loading into the tower. So
I'm on an original Xbox, and you're on like an S or something, and I still load in the tower faster than you do.
I don't know how.
I'm just saying. It's called having good internet.
Yeah, the Intel definitely helps, but in general, it will just be better. Like loading into planets and stuff, it's going to be awesome. Plus, if they ever do space bounties, so you haven't got to go to the tower, that'll just speed it all up.
We've already had a long conversation about that on an episode.
Go back to episode 11, 12, 9, 1, 2, 3.
I just want immersion, damn it.
Let's jump to Joker. Joker, what's your?
No, go ahead and skip me because I got a tangent.
I feel like you would have a tangent. Okay, Emma, let's go.
Shocked.
What's your opinion? Let's go.
I'm excited to see another female come in. I know it's like weird because we had Riven, but like Riven wasn't like the main bad guy. Yeah, she was, but she really wasn't. Like we all hated Aldrin. I feel like it'll be so exciting to see like, and I know this is stupid, but like that's so cool to me.
Yeah.
Like heck yeah, there's a lady out there. I'm gonna go kill her.
Well, we might kill her. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm gonna try.
You never know. But that's a good point.
We've already shot her in the face a couple times.
Well, yeah, she does look like she took a good one right to the eyes.
Well, she's the boss at the end of the Outbreak Perfected mission.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
No, Aramis is
No, that was a servant to Aramis.
Yeah.
Was it the
We
servant?
killed him.
No, it's Aramis.
Yeah, that was Aramis?
Yeah, Aramis broke in because Aramis wanted Outbreak Perfected and Siva. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
So the one we fight, that big ass fallen at the end of the mission, we don't kill them?
No, they poured away.
All right, guys, it's been a while since I've done that mission. I did.
They poured away and like drop Outbreak.
D1 up. We'll play it. Let's do it.
I did the catalyst, and then I was like, never doing this again. So it's been a while since I've done that mission. Sorry, listeners. I know. Jesus. Oh my gosh. No, I'm kidding. It's all good.
I'm not gonna lie about that. I've never actually made it to the end of Outbreak Perfected before.
We gotta do that for you before it's gone.
No, I cannot make it past the wall.
We will help you.
I cannot do it.
I need to finish it as well, actually. So yeah, there you go.
John, I got you.
I like how that mission it doesn't pander, man. It's like you get through that wall or you just don't get to the end.
Yeah,
I love it, dude.
It's like, sorry. Oh, dude.
Because a lot of other stuff will just port you forward, right?
Oh, dude, it was fucking.
Like, even raids.
Like everyone keeps telling me, "Oh, do it on your main, do it on your main, do it on your main," and legitimately, I think I could probably do it on like my warlock, but I cannot do it on my hunter.
Do it on your Titan.
Painful. It was painful on my hunter. I had to get stompies, and I wanted to die inside.
With fucking the control jump and shoulder charge, you can make basically any jump. It's like do 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 do. It's so fun. And then you have like a speed break, man, because that's what like if you fall from a high place and you're just like, yeah, man, most classes they die. But watch this. You shoulder charge like an inch above ground, nothing, no damage. You're done. Momentum break. It's awesome.
And what I've noticed, like, I don't know about you guys, when I'm playing on my hunter, and then like the game will automatically like take your double jump away sometimes. So like on that jump puzzle, oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times that's what got me killed. Because I'm jumping, I'm ready to go. I see the jump, I'm like, oh, I got this. I'm like, wait, no, where's my double jump? No! and then I die, and then I get pissed, you know. And
We
then
get
the
Flame
game
Hunter.
starts spawning you like farther and farther
farther
and
back.
farther away.
Yeah, you
But,
only
you
got
know.
20 minutes to do this.
Oh my god! But
And
it's
you
so
just
much
start
fun when
crying,
you
like
finish. When you finish that catalyst, it's so much fun. But fuck that ship. I will never do that ship. Ugly ass ship.
Oh, I never
Hell.
did the catalyst. I got the gun and I was like, okay,
Just
it's a
wanted to
pulse
make-
rifle.
Yeah, same.
It's
just
it's an ugly pulse rifle. Okay.
Really? Am I the only
Yet
one that's
another.
Oh.
You have the ship?
Yeah, I did it like when the first available time that we got it. Like I was part of the teams that like found all the codes.
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, I'm that guy who just like sits back and is like, okay, I did like the Iris ARG with Halo and a bunch of that stuff, and I'm not doing it again. I'll just I'll let somebody else do that, and I'll make videos on it and make money.
Well, when I found out it wasn't the Nano Phoenix, I was like, well, then I don't want it. Like it's just if it's not that, then it's ugly and I don't like it. But I respect the people that got it because you know that wasn't easy. But Joker, did you ever get that? It's a stupid question. I know it's a quick. I just want to know.
digression the
But
podcast.
did you ever get that Scarab plasma rifle in Halo 2?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know.
you
I
like
just
you,
wanted to
you
know.
you jack the Banshee, you fly it through the tunnels, and then you fly it on top of the map, and you
Yep.
the thing, and you're like, Mwahaha!
For all of you who don't know, in Halo 2, when you're on Earth, there's this secret plasma rifle. You do what he just said, and then it shoots a Scarab laser. So you can use that for the whole mission and just annihilate everything in your path.
It'll freeze
so
your game
everyone
if you
knows.
just like hold it down and you just like start like spinning around and shooting everything. Your game
You're
will
bound
crash.
to kill everything, but
It's so
your
fun.
game will crash.
It's hilarious. I
But-
think it's still in the anniversary edition, by the way.
It is. It is in that.
That's-
So, Orchid, there's your next mission.
I
Go
haven't
and
done
get
that yet. I have to do that.
Exactly. That'll be
Yeah.
a good stream for you. Huh?
Oh, I haven't
Oh, good.
done that. I'm gonna have to go back and play that. I'm still in the middle of Halo 4, and I stupidly decided I was gonna do it on heroic, and I'm playing it by myself, and it's really
Prepare
hard.
to cry.
Yikes.
All I gotta say is prepare to cry.
All right, Joker, let's get to you.
All right. No,
story.
actually, okay. So I love this story trailer. So this tangent's a good tangent. It's like a happy
Go
tangent.
for it.
But I agree with Nick, man. That trailer was really on the. It's almost kind of like Aldrin shooting Cade in the face on the nose. It's just one of the. It's like, yes, we don't like the light anymore, so we're gonna break our chains to the light and shackle ourselves to the darkness. What?
I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of it like that.
Nani? And then we know that the that Mithrax is involved in this as well because he's part of House Light. I don't see. This is one of those things I deal with so much material. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. But I mean, I think that's something everybody could kind of guess. It's the Fallen. It's the darkness. You know, Mithrax. And I will be none too surprised if by the end of the DLC, let alone the end of the year, Mithrax dies and is brought back with a ghost and becomes the first Fallen Guardian. That will not surprise me at all.
He wouldn't be
but-
Mithrax, would he? Sorry.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't.
I
Um,
wonder what he'd do.
there's some Exo stuff I want to talk about too, but I can't get into it.
We will make time for it during this episode. We will make time.
No, it's spoilers, and I'm gonna respect
Spoilers.
Orchid not wanting to.
Spoilers.
It's not spoilers, but it's spoilers. And I'm gonna respect Orchid not wanting to know.
Spoilers. Okay.
I'll
But-
just say la 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 la, but
La, 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 la. Yeah.
ready.
What the heck?
Anyways, so the kind of Mithrax House Light versus Aramis House Dark is the same actual internal struggle that's going on with the Vanguard right now when you think about it, because you got Zavala. And if the Traveler's Chosen lore is true, which huge air quotes on that, by the way, because that's Savathun telling us that, by the way. A lot of people like to take this stuff as face value. It's like, oh, Zavala, traitor, gasp, shock. And it's like, wait, hold on. What's the source?
Right.
I mean, wouldn't it be one hell of a thing for fucking Savathun to come in and try to sow discord or distrust within the Vanguard by saying, hey, this Zavala guy, man, it's kind of sketchy. But then you think about it and he's like, okay, so Zavala goes and picks up stasis power and becomes a devotee of the darkness and the pyramid ships. That still puts him at in antagonistic against Savathun because Savathun hates the darkness.
Right.
She hates the fact that she's enslaved to the worms by the darkness. Now, that was a bad deal that she made and that Oryx made, and she wants to kind of circumvent it. But we're not getting that same deal when we take stasis. We're getting basically the same thing that we have with the Traveler, because, and this is why stasis, you shouldn't play a stasis subclass. Don't do the quest. Don't do the subclass. Just suffer with me and be a light class. Because if you play stasis, if you harness the darkness, if you go to the dark side, you're basically proving the darkness right in its ideological argument. Because if you read the Truth to Power books, the darkness is like, hey, come and visit, come and play with the darkness, and like I'll take better care of you. And in darkness there's only life, which is funny because Varix, he's like, in darkness there's only death, because he had that little character trailer. And so when you're going through this, and in the Book of the Unveiling, which is actually literally it's just Paradise Lost but Destiny. The darkness is telling you about like all this really cool like lore and history and like the genesis of the universe. And it's like before there was existence, the light and the darkness lived in the Black Garden with the Tree of Silver Wings. And, so you got all this going down. And then the light was like, oh, hey, by the way, I don't like the rules of existence anymore. They suck. So I'm going to break the rules. And so this is actually, you can kind of, going back to the Paradise Lost reference, you can see this kind of as the, fall of Lucifer. But it's not the one that you'd think. You'd think the darkness would be the bad guy here. But no, the darkness is like, no, we can't break the laws of existence. That's bad. And so the light goes, oh, no, it'll be fine. And then the light creates what we know as existence. And, the multiverse, because Destiny has a multiverse. Actually, our universe is part of the Destiny universe, which is really weird when you think about it. No, because, okay, so Destiny takes place in a universe that's parallel to ours, but the Traveler landed on Mars in 2013, 2014.
Okay.
And then that goes into the whole time travel with the Exo Stranger and stuff like that. Anyways, so when we're talking about Aramis and the darkness and stuff like that, the darkness is just a force just like the light, but it's in an argument with the light going, hey, you fucked up. You created these immortal beings that shouldn't exist, but now they exist, so I'm going to turn them to my side to prove that you're wrong in doing this.
Right.
However, the kind of thing is like, even if I morally and logically agree with the darkness winning means I die. So fuck that shit.
Well, I don't think you have a choice, Joker.
I will shoulder charge all the darkness bitches. You think I'm using a darkness subclass? Shame.
Yep.
I think
Shame.
you will finish that quest.
You've got
I don't
videos
think
to
I'll
make,
finish it.
so you'll be doing it.
I don't think you know. Unless I have to. Well, actually, I probably will for the review. But that's not the point. That's not I will delete that character once it's done. I won't do it on my other characters.
I have morals.
It'll be tainted.
You'll have the triumph, and you'll probably have an achievement if they actually add achievements to this expansion. So it will be with you forever.
Damn it. I just won't do it, and then the review will be like, yeah, I didn't do it because I'm not an asshole.
So there's a part in the trailer where the stranger comes up behind. Oh, go
Emma?
for it, Orchid. What's up? Go for it.
So I have a point, or I have a step off from something Joker said. If Varix does come back as the first fallen guardian with a ghost.
Mithrax?
Mithrax, yes, thank you. Sorry, I can't remember anything that's going on right now. If we do get a fallen guardian, I wonder if they would add fallen to the guardians like that we could create. That would be awesome.
I think that was a 3 thing, but we're not going to get Destiny 3.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to do that. Sorry.
Everything else
That
can
would
be
be
mapped to the same
awesome,
mocap, but I doubt you
Be
can
totally
do that
awesome if
for
they're never going to do
for
it.
Fallen.
Yeah, I want it. Don't get me wrong. Like I like where you're at, Emma. I'm like, yes.
I love it.
The elites in Halo, man, it'd just be like that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
They were fun to play as.
they'd have to
the
do
whole
new
issue-
customization. They'd have to do new armor, and they can barely do armor. And I mean, this isn't me ripping on Bungie. This is what Bungie said. They can barely do enough armor and weapons for a season in trials, and then like you can't have a pinnacle weapon. So imagine trying to do armor and weapons for each and every subclass or class that we already have, and then add Fallen.
As a new, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't.
Plus, I just wonder how it would work with the forearms and all that, and the crawling around.
No, they could just do like a drag where you're docked.
Oh, pfft.
Yeah, you're a light bearing drag, dude.
I don't want to be a
Get
drag.
Get docked like a bitch.
But I
So what
see,
if-
Go ahead.
Okay, what class would you put Mithrax as if he came back as a guardian?
No,
Could
he'd
he
probably
be
be his
Hunter
own
Vanguard?
thing. The Fallen would probably have their own thing. I have to imagine.
Okay, because if he did
Because the
come back
Fallen
as
are
a
already kind of like light-ish
Hunter.
guardian.
yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
type.
If he came back as Hunter, it could be the Hunter Vanguard.
No, he can't, because he didn't win the Vanguard Dare. That's
Fuck
Aldrin.
yeah, well,
My
that
boy
don't matter, does
Aldrin.
it?
Screw the
Bro.
dare.
Whatever, Kafui, whatever.
And Shaw, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Screw
Shaw
the
Han,
damn
it's-
dare.
No,
Bungie
because-
forgot
okay.
about it there.
In my mind, here's how I see this playing out. So Zavala, he's all depressed. He's dark. He's like going towards the darkness. He's like, yeah, dude, why not? If it gives me the power to protect the city, fuck the Traveler. Because
Right.
that's where he's at. Like, really.
Yeah, he's in a bad place.
Especially if the Traveler's Chosen card is to be believed. So I think you can have, Aldrin broke the Vanguard. He broke the spirit of the Vanguard by killing Kate. I think it's actually his responsibility, and we talk about this. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I just want to shoot Aldrin when he comes back. Can I kill Aldrin again, please?" And I'm like, dude, it's not Aldrin. But there is, because of the Vanguard Dare, I do think he has an ability through the narrative to kind of come back in and fix the Vanguard by being its like core, its center, like
Somebody
Kate
needs
was.
to.
That'd be
And
interesting.
I think that's ultimately his Jaime Lannister redemption arc, because I've talked about how Aldrin and Jaime Lannister kind of have the same story. Jaime Lannister loses his hands, he gets humbled, or he gets humbled, and he's forced to kind of reconcile now being like an intelligent, smart person, who's wealthy and privileged, but he didn't care about that. He cared about like banging his sister and sword fighting,
This is true.
and
This is
then
true.
he lost that part of his identity, and then you see him move away from his sister. And in the books, it's way harsher. There's no like fucking half-ass about it, dude. It's like he finds out that she was cheating on him, and he's like, I'm out. It's like a hard break. So I think with Aldrin, you kind of have the same thing. You have this kind of weird relationship that he had with his sister. And his sister kind of kept him at arm's length on a leash because she didn't think that if she was like honest with Aldrin, her, brother-sister relationship would last, because, they're functionally immortal. But if there was like always surprise, if there's always something new, if there's always devotion, then, yada, 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 bullshit. So she's a broken character. And she's the reason that Aldrin's so broken and so fucked up and was so easily taken by Riven. And so, like, all this stuff's really cool, really interesting. And then that obviously leads Aldrin to kill Cade, and then we have to kill Aldrin. But, like, at the end of the day, we're, just starting the midpoint of his story. And so I think he's definitely got a lot to do, and I think he can fix the Vanguard. I think he can fix, by his presence, by his redemption arc, Zavala, Ikora, just basically bring the city back to where it should be.
That would be interesting. So there's a page. I mean,
Emma's like,
that's
nah,
the best
dude,
I
fucking
can.
kill him again, shoot him, it's soul, it's dancing, shoot it.
So we see on Bungie.net, listeners, there's a page on Bungie.net that's dedicated to the story for Beyond Light. And so there's a part, I'm on it right now, and underneath Aramis, it shows her 4 lieutenants called, so her house is called House Salvation, and these are her 4 elites. Aramis's lieutenants, Atrax, Critus, Phylax, and Praxis. The highest ranking and most trusted subjects of the fallen Kell of Darkness. Skilled stasis wielders They are as lethal as they are loyal, potent foes who will stop at nothing to advance Aramis's cause. So I guess, as I'm taking this, kind of filling a role that the Barons did, where you hunt them down. It's kind of like, actually, it's a lot like Division. You hunt down the 4 targets.
It's a lot like
during the
Forsaken,
season.
actually, but no.
Right. But yeah, but like hunting down the target.
I mean, but
down...
hold on. Those Baron fights were some of the best parts of Forsaken. I really like the diversity. So I really hope that this isn't like you go into an arena. How many of you played Warframe?
Not enough.
Not since the reboot, no.
Never.
Well, I mean, like this is like at the very beginning when you're opening up the travel lanes or whatever, and you go to the stations, and there's the Warframe there, and you got to fight the Warframe, and it's basically like you in a box. Please don't be that, but with like the new supers.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope not.
That's what I see.
We'll see. We'll see. You don't know until you know. It's confirmed that Varix will be an ally.
Dimitri? Say it.
What?
Say it.
I'm just saying, you don't know until you know. I'm not getting overwhelmed with hype, but I'm also not getting. No. I'm cautious, but I'm not overhyped. But I'm still hyped. I'm going into it fresh. We'll see what happens.
Varix is a vendor then, basically.
Yeah, it looks like it.
A vendor in the middle of the map.
Probably, and he's definitely confirmed to be an ally-ish. Exo Stranger.
I love Varix. Can we talk about Varix real quick before we go into like the other characters?
Sure. What about him?
No, Varix is this like neutral. I mean, he's neutral. Like ultimately, and I think Orchid will agree with me. She's fairly versatile, but he's like that really hands-on referee. Mm-hmm. He wants the Fallen to survive and propagate and survive. Or, I said that already. And he's really all about the Fallen. He's about the ways of old, but he's not the ways of old of the Fallen that were the drifting civilization. He's about the Fallen, the Elixni when they were on their homeworld before the Traveler, during their, golden age when they were like basically elites from Halo and Samurai mixed together with forearms and spider bullshit. And he's like, we need to go back to that nobility, not like what we've degraded to because our lust for the Traveler. Yeah, and so he'll side with the Skolas, right? Because Skolas has power, and he's like, well, maybe he could be the Kel of Kels, and then he'll side with Aramis because, or start to at least seem because why is he there? Looks like he sided with Aramis for at least a while.
Wasn't he on the ship with the? Or am I getting confused?
Something like that. No, he like left. He but he called her old friend in the trailer. So like what that relationship is, where that takes place, who knows? Doesn't matter. What does matter is he keeps siding with power because he believes it'll bring the Elixni to its full. And I think the Kel of Kels is either him or it's Mithrax. Ultimately. And I love Varix's character. I love how he's not a bad guy. He'll do bad things like release Aldrin, which got Cade killed, and put the Barons on the reef, and did the whole Forsaken story. But he did it for the right reason.
Right.
Because he thought it would help save the Fallen.
I mean, I understand that. I mean, I don't hold anything against him because he didn't know. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I'm going to put a bullet. Well, nobody knew. Even Aldrin, I don't think, figured he was going to kill Cade. I think that was a death of opportunity. Well, yeah. That's why I really, really fucking hate the retcon. That it was like, oh no, the Barons planned it, and they had a magical Devourer bullet in jail that they just used to snipe Cade's ghost. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever read in my life.
I don't have an opinion on it. It is what it is at this point.
Yeah, Orchid knows what I'm talking about. That was so stupid, wasn't it?
So stupid.
I mean, I remember reading about that, and I was like,
and then I challenged the writer on that. I was like, wait, that doesn't make fucking sense. And it's like, well, how have ghosts died elsewhere? And they're like, well, they die in darkness zones. And I'm like, well, how was the prison of elders with fucking every boss standing around Cade not a darkness zone? like you overcomplicated this shit.
A wizard
You
did
like,
it.
his
I'm sure
ghost
that's
got
what they would
sniped,
say.
dude. Like, just do
Right.
that. Like,
Well, I'm sure
why?
that's what the writer would say. A wizard did it.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, Destiny is a lot of a
Yeah.
wizard, did it, but
A wizard
The moon is on.
and they came from that wizard happened to come from the moon, by the way.
So let's jump down. Let's jump down the TWAB. So basically, this part of the TWAB talks about weapons, and it talks about changes they're making to weapons. So before Joker has anything to say about this part, let's quickly get through
No,
this part.
save me to last.
Yes.
I just did
let's
a
get
video
through
on
this
it.
part. So, hand cannons, aggressive, increased rate of fire from 110 to 120. Broke out aggressive hand cannons. No, it's totally cool. Allowing custom tuning of stats. Damage falloff for 100 range in this subfamily now starts at 32 meters. This is great. I mean, I love aggressive hand cannons. This is great. Adaptive and precision. Range stat now has more impact on minimum damage falloff range for both archetypes. I know you would love that.
My changes.
Damage falloff for 100 range now starts at 25 meters, was 20. Precision hand cannon, 180 rate of fire. Magazine scaled up by 37%. This also affects exotics with that rate of fire.
You're right there, Nick. Sorry, Nick shaking his head.
Basically,
Shaking my head at-
Malfeasance got
Yeah, I
a
think
buff,
so.
and then
Yeah.
everything
Yay.
else can go fuck itself.
Yeah, basically.
Greatest hand cannon in the game. So
Let's see. Lightweight folded into adaptive. Moved all lightweight hand cannons, 150 rate of fire, to the adaptive subfamily, 140 rate of fire. This includes Luna's Howl Not Forgotten. One exotic hand cannon will retain 150 rate of fire. Sunshot. I mean, that's great. Sunshot's awesome. I'm going to skim right through this part, guys. At this time, lightweight hand cannons represent the majority of hand cannon usage in the Crucible. We experimented with different ways, blah, blah, blah. Lightweights are just extremely popular. So this is what they decided to do about it. We selected 140 rate of fire as the Crucible sandbox. It gives everything else a better chance. This is what they're writing. And then we'll move on. Sniper rifles. They wanted them to feel more powerful without being too easy to use. So aim assist was affected. Lower zoom has less aim assist. Higher zoom scopes have more aim assist. Lowest zoom scopes have a large reduction in aim assist cone angle. Highest zoom scopes have a small increase. Auto rifles, damage per bullet reduced from 15.75 to 14.25. Note, prior to Season of the Worthy, damage per bullet was 13.75.
So for those that are listening to this just audio only, Joker is like shot himself in the mouth like 4 times.
Yeah. Against all
So,
these changes.
You just see this ragdoll corpse. He's just over
ragdolling
again
in
and
the
again and
chair.
again. So
Sorry,
carry on.
No, you're good. Scouts, they're trying to do something for scout rifles.
Scout rifles did nothing wrong, and they should only be good PvE. But they need like a fucking Minions of the Darkness mod on them at all times, like a passive perk, Minions of the Darkness, and it's like plus 100% fucking damage against fucking. Why am I taking like 8 shots with a scout rifle to kill a fucking dreg? Maybe it's because I suck at aiming, but like shit, fuck, man.
You were
Greatest weapon
using
of
the
all time.
wrong scout
Always was.
rifle.
I like Jade Rabbit, okay? Exotic perk is shit, but damn it, it looks so. Dude, you get the red and black skin with the little like Bowie blob like fucking thing, and dude, I love the fucking what is it? Adhor skin, the pink. No, it's the pink one. I call it the Adhor because it's like literally it's pink and it has like all the fucking Foundry stickers on it.
Yeah.
And it like look and yeah, no, dude, that skin's amazing.
It's the best
Almost
one.
no one has the Chinese New Year one.
No.
Almost no one
I
has
didn't
that.
buy it was white and gold, but it like
Yeah.
said like Dido across the side, and I was like, you almost had me, but then you had to go Dido.
Well, they're trying to do something with scouts. So they increased how much each point of the aim assist stat widens the aim assist cone, and max assist cone is now 15% wider. So cool, I guess. But they're saying
It's
the
gonna
time
be
to kill
terrible.
is reasonable. So they can't be adjusted too much without making them dominate. So
No, it's true though.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. imagine hand cannons, right? You're thinking like Destiny 1 era hand cannons, which is like the 3-tap. And now imagine if that had absolutely positively no range fall off on any map ever.
Well, yeah, that would suck.
You could snipe people and spawn, dude. It's like nobody wants that. So it's again, and I should probably save this for my later rant, but some weapons in Destiny don't need to be good in PvP. Sorry. Make them good in PvE.
That's a fair point. Let's see here. Rocket launchers are going to get their reserves increased by 1 or 2 rockets. I mean, cool.
Yay.
I mean, can we just get rockets that have multiple rockets in the chamber? But, you know, whatever.
That's what truth is. That's an exotic.
That's
my
truth.
Friend.
Outlaw.
No, Destiny 1 rocket launcher. Can we get horseshoes and hand grenades back as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to aim. I don't want to like. We're already playing the junk food of video games. Can I just not aim with my heavy weapon, please? Thank you. Come
on. Outlaws being increased for hand cannons and whatnot.
No, it's everything.
Merciless. Yeah, everything. But like, they specifically cited aggressive hand cannons, but whatever. That's being increased.
It's because they nerfed Outlaw a couple seasons ago.
They nerfed it. They nerfed Feeding Frenzy to
They
shit.
nerfed Feeding Frenzy. They nerfed Outlaw. They nerfed all the reload perks, and then they're like, "Oh, fucked up." But undo. Go back.
Press
that.
escape. Merciless inventory stat from 36 to 55. I mean, cool. I don't use it anyway. Mountaintop is getting nerfed.
Hold on. Go back to Merciless real quick. Wouldn't that be cool though? If it was a magazine buff.
I mean, that would be nice.
That would melt shit, dude.
Wouldn't it be cool if people used it?
I don't.
Yeah, that would give me a reason to
Maybe
use
people
it,
will.
like, a fucking inventory buff. Like I don't give a shit about. A magazine,
It'd be cool
like if
if
they,
more than
what
two
is it now? Dude, if they put that magazine at 10 and then they had the
Like 7.
yeah, it's like 7. So they bring it like say 9 or 10, okay, and you can just just lay into something with it.
Right.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking good. That would be the meta PvE weapon. You wouldn't use it in PvP because you'd not get that same effect. But damn, if you wanted something to do damage in PvE, Merciless at a 10 stack.
Well,
That's the change. This is one of those things. It's like, Bungie, you were so close to a good idea. Sorry.
Well, here's where we get to the bad news. A slight bad.
Nerf Mountaintop for all
Mountaintop
you
is getting
that
nerfed.
don't have skill.
It's getting nerfed for some reason. I mean,
Yeah, dude. Why would you nerf Mountaintop?
No idea.
Like, it's like I've been to the motherfucking Mountaintop.
it's getting nerfed.
pick up a rock, something.
Splash damage by 33%. In-air accuracy is going to be reduced. Projectile velocity multiplier is getting reduced. It's getting nerfed to shit. And you know what? I mean, whatever. I was going to stop using it after the season ended anyway because, I always move on to bigger and better
I don't know
things.
if you know, but a lot of these changes are how Mountaintop was before it was buffed.
I don't care. I don't care. I'll be honest, listeners. I don't care about
When
this.
Mountaintop
this
first came
nerf.
out, it was shit. I don't think a lot of people remember that.
I remember hearing that. I just don't care because I'm moving on this season to bigger and better things. So Mountaintop is going to be gone in my mind, in my memory core. It will
Inspirational music starts playing.
very fair.
I'm moving on to bigger and better things.
The Falling Guillotine is being nerfed by heavy attack damage will be nerfed by 24%.
What did it break in the raid?
That's fine because it served its purpose.
But this is news that I know one person in this chat, this call will really enjoy. And it has something to do with the thing called Mida. Mida Mini Tool. Move the Mida synergy trait to the intrinsic, similar to how the Baroque version works. Added the following perks, Hipfire Grip and Kill Clip. The gunsmith will begin selling a version of this weapon on November 10th with no infusion cap. This is great for Emma.
No shit.
Well, it makes sense though because it's a weapon that goes with an exotic, so that
Exactly.
and Drang, which goes with it makes sense. Like those would be the two weapons that wouldn't
And
have
they're
a cap.
retiring the cool version They have to do something.
Yeah, Callus's version, and what's the other one?
No, they're both Calluses.
Baroque version of Drang, the Baroque
No,
Barrack.
Yeah.
you could get a Mida mini tool from that as well. From the
Baroque.
menagerie.
That one's getting
Yes,
buffed.
but specifically the Callus mini tool is being dropped off too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're both.
I have all three,
right.
but this is so exciting to me.
Yeah, I mean it's great.
No, I was
Makes sense.
watching Nathan Sane. If you guys, he's a great streamer.
He's funny.
Check him out. He's
really
a fucking funny dude. Buff as fuck, dude. Man, I need his gym workout. That's all I'm saying, dude. He's got shoulders that are bigger than my head.
He's a big dude.
Anyways, he was streaming. He was like using Mida, and he's like, dude, this thing still like tears ass.
It is a great gun. I don't understand why I get so much shit for it. And like I'm the only one in my clan who has the catalyst completed.
So
Or
do
has
I.
the catalyst. Yay. So you understand it, but like I
It's
get
shit.
so much shit for it. And I'm just like, this catalyst doesn't do anything for me. Like just leave me
No,
alone.
dude. I got it when I got my Not Forgotten because it's the 5500 catalyst. Which is the stupidest fucking thing ever, by the way, in my opinion, because it's just outlaw. You get outlaw on Mida.
Yeah.
On the fastest reload already.
Yay!
It boosts movement speed and gives you a fast reload. That's literally it.
Mm-hmm.
It does the thing that Mida already does.
Yeah.
Yay!
What we do see here is just a couple easy little changes. Jade Rabbit is getting high caliber rounds
amazing
to fix the exotic perk from not triggering, so it's going to get high caliber rounds.
People understand how good the Jade Rabbit buff is going to be because one, Jade Rabbit has a hell of a lot of aim assist already, and then we're adding 15 more points of aim assist to it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that you're going to be able to shoot people in the fucking thigh and get headshots.
Okay, like 95.
Which I mean invalidates the exotic perk, but I mean the fucking gun already does so much damage from cross map. It's not a, and now you're gonna be able to stagger people. What? Okay, Jade Rabbit, calm down. You're a little too hot.
Well, that's happening. Arbalest is getting a slight nerf, and Ruinous Effigy is getting nerfed. Didn't know that it needed to be nerfed, but I mean, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was fun while it lasted. Going to the vault.
Yep.
I didn't get catalyst. I was like, okay, Ruinous FG, this is the thing.
As we
I don't care about the catalyst.
And then after that, it talks about adept trials weapons. Now, did anybody in this call read that part?
No, I'm gonna make a video on it later. So
I scanned it, but I don't do trials. So
okay,
I did read through it.
Well, I read through it, but like,
Nick, do you want to sum it up for us?
Oh, they're basically adding cool weapons.
I didn't say you, Joker. I said Nick.
Nick. Oh, you know what though? I like Nick's like goatee though, like his devil patch, like that. He's got that going on.
He's growing after you,
bro. Dude,
I like
no,
yours.
man. Keep your it's hot, bro. You got the jaw, and then like it's like you got the undershadow here,
A little bit,
and then you got the like fucking devil. Dude, you look like a I don't want to say 40-year-old like guitarist, but like you kind of got the vibe because you don't look 40-year-old, but you got the vibe.
This is a good thing, right?
You actually got guitarist correct. Nice.
Well, you got more skill than I do.
Oh.
Nick, tell us about this section. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say that I read through it, but since I'm not very hopeful of ever getting to the lighthouse, I sort of glazed over at some point. But I guess primary stats being buffed by 10. I mean, it's not gonna make a huge impact unless you put like a +10 range on shotgun.
+10 range on the shotgun is
shotguns is gonna be the one where it's
or here's the thing, we don't know every stat that's going to be increased, right? So for example, there's a bunch of stats that are in the API that are not in game. Okay, So, for example, because you can get a targeting mod on a sniper, right? So, and that increased aim assist by 5 points. What if now we get this mod that suddenly increases the trial sniper aim assist by, I don't know, 15 points, 10 points, whatever. Well, now we're like subverting the nerfs, and that weapon becomes a viable option to people who need aim assist to snipe because they're bad.
Like me. What?
All me. What?
Well, what I expect is gonna be sort of a carefully curated. Like, you remember how masterworking worked at the beginning, right? There was few select stats that could be increased, and then it's one of those. So maybe you don't get range on a shotgun. I don't know, but
Right.
You'd hope, but this is Bungie. Like,
yeah, I mean,
Can we hit on the point of what Joker just said about people who are sniping that can't snipe? Because I am sick and tired of that.
no, I mean that's apparently what the fucking nerf is supposed to be for, right? It's like they're like Bungie's like, I mean they literally say it in the thing. It's like, where is it? Hold on. I loved how like kind of condescending this was. No, it really was. It was like, but I mean, if you look at the patch notes, and I'll talk about this in depth in a little while, let everybody get their opinion across. But it's like, we want sniper rifles to feel powerful without being so easy to use that they dominate. And I'm like, you cross that Rubicon when you introduce a sniper that literally regened ammo when you missed. Like, fuck you, Bungie.
This is a fair point. This is a fair point.
And isn't there a sniper rifle with ricochet rounds?
I think so.
There is,
I mean, yeah, the letter D from year one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think there is a year one with ricochet rounds, but it has like an insane scope on it.
Yeah,
like you're literally giving somebody a colonoscopy if you look at them with the scope.
It does have quick draw. It's one of my favorites from year one, though.
I love how John's like, the fuck did I just hear?
I was just thinking, if it's got ricochet on it, you give him a colonoscopy. What else are you going to give him at the same time? Like,
that's the whole thing in one go.
Oh, you need your tonsils removing? Ding, 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 ding.
Give them a Texas smash, bro.
Hey, you never know. I mean, you're not just a guardian at this point. You're a surgeon.
Maybe in a previous life. But you don't remember. So.
But, it talks about different shaders and shit.
Need for field medics.
Well,
because we have ghosts.
That would be nice. A medic role. That'd be cool. But
well, there's medics, but that's because they can't dodge for shit. So
the adept weapons will have a special adept shader, but if you delete it, you don't get that shader. It's just on the weapon.
I'm fucked about this, by the way. Look, okay, if I have weapons and I have a shader,
right?
I want my weapons to shade the same as my armor. Maybe this is me just being an OCD asshole. But, like, if I have these really cool fucking weapon shaders, maybe, just maybe, I want it on my armor. Novel concept, I know, but, like, fucking details.
I thought you were going to say, I want my Trials weapons to take shaders, because
no, I don't
Trials weapons, they don't take fucking shaders.
No, I'm looking at these bitches, they look sexy. I would take them out to dinner. I would take them to Olive Garden. Okay.
Oh, fancy!
Oh,
super
baller.
Super fancy.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Okay,
the
look,
ones look cool.
This is a
but
first date, not like a I want you to marry me date. Come on. Come on.
They look cool, but I mean,
it's like I want to get drunk and like eat bad Italian food.
But they don't take shaders. The Trials weapons in this game don't take shaders. It's so frustrating.
It's like exotics, bro. They don't take shaders so they can sell you skins.
I wish they could, though, because we've seen this before. We've seen some exotics.
Oh my god,
beautiful.
Malfeasance with Skelgul. Put on Malfeasance go into your thing and like inspect Skelgul and like zoom, like look at Malphite. Oh my, it's solid black. It's got gold filigree all over. Oh, it's so fucking sexy. It is the definition of fucking sex as a weapon in an art form.
Marcus. John, fill us in on that picture. Fill us in. Tell us what that's about.
Joker will know who he is, surely, as well.
Hold
So
on.
he's,
I like clicked the thing and I can't get back to it.
Okay. So Marcus
It's like,
Leto.
loading. Keep that thing loading.
So it's not Destiny related, but it kind of is in a way because it's Bungie related, original Bungie. So he's one of
Right.
the original like forefathers of Halo, and he moved over to a different
Marcus
studio,
Leto. Okay.
and he created the unfortunate flop-ish disintegration.
Yeah.
And he's just tweeted out that today marks the end of an era working with small friends. He won't say much more about it, but it makes him sad. So is his studio shuttering? Is he left? What
was the flop that he made?
Disintegration.
Yeah. It was this game that was like vehicle Halo, but like air robot things going on. It was not good or well executed, and it was terribly reviewed.
Yeah, it's imagine if you took an RTS and mixed it with an FPS in the same game. That's what it was. So you'd be able to select and control ground units while also first-person shooting. Great concept, but you're never going to get a protagonist like Master Chief again. You know, you struck gold once with it, you're not going to get it again on purpose. So, yeah, whatever the news is, it's a sad one because he's a great developer. He's got a great mind. So he's left the studio.
The design from Master Chief, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So either he's left the studio or people he knows have left that studio. Either way, it's a sad one because you never want to see a studio shut its doors. So.
Right.
No, but
I will forever be sad about LucasArts.
Here's the thing. I mean, this is capitalism is great. It's the worst system we've ever thought of, but everything else is worse. It is what it is. Whether you agree with that or not, I'm sorry. Look at history, but this guy made a great studio. He brought a bunch of talent in. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in this game. You can tell from the art, from the gameplay design, from there's a lot of really intelligent design here. Remember, what was that game? It was on Xbox 360. It was free. Oh God, Dark Zone, Dark something, Dark Sector, whatever. And it was PvP only. And the big problem with that game is you spawned in a specific place every fucking time. So the enemy team the gunplay was amazing actually. It's very Halo-esque. Mm-hmm. But the problem was because you spawned in a very specific place every fucking time, people just kill your team and then camp your spawn. You couldn't do anything.
Right.
So that version of the game died, and then they re-envisioned it later. I don't remember what it was called, the second version, but it's really cool. And it was again another free-to-play game where you bought stuff and microtransactions, yada yada yada. But I don't have a problem with that in free-to-play games. I think because I was talking about Genshin Impact, and I've been sucking Genshin Impact's dick for the last couple of weeks. And it's and then somebody tried to call me a hypocrite because I don't like the Destiny store, and they're like, Genshin Impact's pay to win. Yeah, but no, actually. Watch these streamers spend thousands of dollars and not get anything good. No, MTash just literally put out a video. He's like, I spent $1,000 on the weapons banner, and here's what I got. And I'm like, bro, you have a problem.
Right.
You can play an entire game without spending money. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Right. I mean,
literally
that's fair.
free Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's studios have to figure out what their niche is, and it's so sad to see a intelligent person like Marcus Leto flop But maybe he'll learn something from this. Maybe he'll learn that, hey, a MOBA first-person shooter thing with vehicles, plane flying things doesn't work. It was an ambitious idea, but I think he was far behind the MOBA trend, because that's kind of dying out, like League of Legends, Dota, shit like that. Those are the pillars, but don't get me wrong, League still gets huge tournaments, but like, good luck trying to fucking like break into that. It's Dota, League, and Smite.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, the future is uncertain, and we don't know until we know. So, now that Beyond Light is right around the corner.
Still talking about
And we're
weapons.
all-
You got to ask everybody about their opinion on the weapon changes.
Oh, you
Dimitri.
mean you mean like, wait, but which weapon
Got you
changes? The adept
distracted.
weapons, or like
got
the
you
changes
distracted.
happening to like
No.
hand cannons and
Hand
shit?
cannons. Hand cannons.
Well, I know
what
you
I
love
wanna
your
rant
hand
about.
cannon. All right.
Ask everybody, though, because I'm going to be last.
All right.
And auto rifles. How about auto rifles? Not getting fucking nerfed.
Well, I think everybody has the same opinion on auto rifles, but so we'll go in order. We're coming up on an hour and a half, so let's give our quick opinions on these changes that are happening to weapons. So let's start with Orchid.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think the hand cannon change is good. I'm looking forward to using them more because I didn't think there was much of a difference between 140s and 150s. What's the point? So I think this is good. Good change. Auto rifles, a little bit sad, but that's because I'm the gnawing hunger abuser because it's an easy win. So I'm the one that's gonna run around. I know. I'm the one running around with gnawing hunger and devour and like my Astral Horizon shotgun being just really rude in Crucible at the moment. So they don't like me very much. I was hoping they would have more scout rifle changes besides just, doing nothing. Scout rifles one day will have their moment. I'm waiting for it. Fingers crossed. But I'm going to be waiting a really long time. It's not going to happen. That's my opinions.
All right. Okay. What about you, Nick?
So I was looking forward to hearing what they do with 110s.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the rate of fire change, to be honest. I was expecting the range fall off thing. So they specifically say that the minimum damage fall off range is changed for adaptive and precision, but they also say that they broke out aggressive hand cannons to have like a specific tuning, and I think the 32 meters sounds pretty good. I mean, that's at 100, but these I was looking around, and these values, like they say 25 meters, 20 meters for the 140s is for like hip fire. So you know how like it does go further right now. I mean, you get damage fall off at like 28 maybe with a maxed out range stat. So I think across the board this is gonna be a lot better range for all hand cannons. But I was expecting it only for the 110s. That's where I felt it was needed, because they needed that to be different. I didn't necessarily want them to bring them even closer to the other hand cannons, because at that point, just use a 140. But then, if the range difference is enough, then I'm happy, because I've started enjoying those way more recently. And as far as the 180s, I thought the change was completely like missed the point. I would have I would have bumped up to a 200 rate of fire or something, possibly. But the magazine change, maybe for some weapons it's a big issue, but I guess for PvE, you get to use something else instead of just slapping that backup mag on it by default. So.
You get to use malfeasance.
Yes, basically.
What about you, John? What's your opinion?
I'm not a big hand cannon user in general, but in PvP, but I like the Malfiance, I pronounce it, weapon in general, especially when you manage to land enough hits and it procs. So seeing how that handles in the Crucible moving forward in Beyond Light, I'm looking forward to that. And then with auto rifles, currently I'm running Trinity Gauntlet in secondary slot, so be able to slap an auto rifle in there, not knowing hunger, because I hate that auto rifle. No offense, but I'll be able to find something to go in there, which would be good. So it'd be a nice little combo, or maybe a shotgun or something. But I'm happy with the change because it'll allow me to use a weapon I like using in one form of the game and use it in another.
Mm-hmm.
So see how and especially if more people start using it and more of us start using it, and it procs more. You'll be able to hopefully shred people, which would be good. So,
all right, Joker, condense your opinion to a reasonable time.
To a reasonable.
Yeah.
To a reasonable. Okay, so, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages. Did you think? Like no, let me start over. Somehow, some way, through some Herculean leap in logic that us mere mortals will never be able to comprehend, Bungie found the last modicum of what some foolish mortal might convince themselves is skill in Destiny 2, and they gutted it like a trout.
I knew you were going to say that. Why do I know these things?
the Joker.
No, here's the thing. So if we look at what's going to be viable this next season, I'm a numbers guy, I'm an analytical guy, sometimes, analytical to the point that it's like actually annoying. What are we looking at? We're looking at 600 rated fighter auto rifles really didn't get touched. A lot of people are going to say, well, they're instead of being at 0.7 time to kill, they're 0.8. Actually, no, they're probably going to fall somewhere between 0.7 and 0.8. So I would bet money on a like 0.78, 0.75 time to kill, depending on the armor stat. Because if we look at the way that the numbers are, right, it's not actually that. It's one bullet difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And one bullet difference, especially when you start talking about like say Suros, where that doesn't fucking matter. When you start talking kill clip, when you start talking multi-kill clip or swashbuckler or any of these things that like increase, it's not going to change the current meta. If you didn't like an auto rifle meta, you're not going to like the next meta. But oh wait, there's more. So skill gap, you thought there was skill gap? Well, I hope you like 2-tap Thorn, because 2-tap Thorn is what you're going to get.
I like 2-tap Thorn.
Yeah.
I don't care. Fuck it. 2-tap Thorn. I don't give a shit anymore.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just like the skill gap went from like here to like here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of the things like, and they didn't have to do that. There's a very obvious fix for a lot of these things. They didn't even have to nerf auto rifle damage. Okay, you know how you fix auto rifles? Nerf the range, nerf the magazine size.
Mm-hmm.
That fixes Suros' speed up. That fixes gnawing hunger. That fixes a lot of things. You want to fix 140s? Do what the community's been telling you for 3 fucking years. 2 crits, 1 body. You don't have to get rid of 150s. Oh, hey, and if you want to fix 180s, either make them 200 rate of fire or roll them in like you did Malfeasance, or not Malfeasance, but Not Forgotten in Luna's Howl, into 150s, but leave them with the precision archetype instead of the like weight archetype.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you fix this shit, in my opinion.
Well, thank you for your opinion, Joker. We appreciate it. We do appreciate it.
But that's
we
just
really
my
do.
opinion. Let me know yours in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe to this channel, and above all, stay frosty.
All right, Emma. Let's hear that opinion.
Oh, me. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't use very many hand cannons, but that has a lot of like choice to it. It's because I run a scout rifle. I really need something like an auto rifle or a submachine gun in order to do close combat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like shotguns. I don't know what it is about shotguns. I hate them. But I have been using random hand cannons lately. I pulled my Malfeasance out because I was like, you know what? I worked so hard for this gun. I'm gonna use it. Damn it.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
It looks so pretty.
so pretty. No,
Like
it's
aesthetically,
red
that gun is
supers.
amazing.
If you want a weapon that like annihilates supers but doesn't do anything else in Crucible, malfeasance.
What do you think about? What do you think about like the scout and whatnot changes, Emma? Because I know you love
Oh my God.
you like your scout rifles.
I love scout rifles. I love them. I'm never going to not love my scout rifles. I mean, there are certain scout rifles that I hate. Uh, but it is what it is. Um, Orchid's right. They're never going to address the fact that scout rifles are janky. Like everyone shits on them. Everyone like nobody cares, and they're
Mhm.
never gonna touch it because it's just like a gun that they don't seem to care about.
Right. Yeah.
Why they
You know
even
what weapon?
exist? Like, don't even have them in the game if you're not gonna address them.
It,
Why
it
give
would
us
be
Randy's
better.
throwing knife? And why give us a scout rifle exotic a couple seasons ago if you're not going to address scout rifles?
Right.
And we all had to work so hard to get Randy's throwing knife,
That was
and
like
it's
why you
still
did that, yeah.
Well, also it's
Well,
getting left
hold
behind.
on. Here's my thing for Emma and Orchid as like a because I'm probably and I don't want to like throw words in anyone's mouth, but I'm probably the biggest PvP player here.
yeah.
Yes.
I think you and Emma are right there. Like you guys love
Yeah.
PvP more than anybody else in this.
Well, I get to run around shoulder charging other sentient beings, so that's all I care about.
Fucking
I do.
I don't know. Joker
I
taught me how
drink
to
and I
do
punch
that.
things.
It's awesome.
It is pretty awesome. I do run my Titan when I keep
Hell
going.
Mayhem every time. Titan.
fucking Titans.
Dude, the Striker Titan fucking lore card is the greatest fucking piece of lore next to the Skull Fort lore card.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You know, I'm not a
Warlocks
douchey
don't have
hunter.
lore
I
that
will
good.
give you that.
Hunters don't have lore that good. Titans.
That's not true.
Titans have the like I
That
punch
is not
shit and I
true.
know things.
I punch it. I know things.
That is not true. The Night Stalker lore card is pretty damn good.
Nah, man. Nah, dude, bro. It's not about like it's the Striker lore card is literally like, okay, so you know, showing up empty-handed to a gunfight is really hard. But you know what? I'm a Titan, so that's what I fucking do.
I granted you this win. I did give this to you, okay? Night Stalker's lore card is pretty good. But I granted you this win. I
like
handed it to you.
Destiny 1 had a lot of really good Warlock lore, though. I'll give you that. Like, for the Thanatonauts and shit. Oh, my God. And
Look at
Sunsingers need to come back. Hashtag change
are
my
you
mind.
getting some good memories of some Warlock lore?
John knows.
Some beautiful Warlock lore.
What was the fucking vestments that had, like, the steel phoenix on the front of it? And, like, when you self-revived, you use Radiance, it, like, blinded everybody around you?
John, what is that? Do you know what those
Such a good
are?
lore card.
Do you remember those? I don't think we can hear you. Your mic is muted, John. You
That's what it is, life.
Well,
Warlock is life.
what is
I don't remember, but Warlock is life. Look into my Sunset Overdrive eyes.
What did you say it did? It blinded people?
Yeah, it was like the Warlock chess piece that blinded people.
I'm gonna find this out for you.
It's the robe, yeah.
Warlock
I know the robe you mean.
piece. Blind. Let's just say blind. I don't know. I just typed in like the random ass shit.
Wrong. I'm gonna end up cutting my cable.
Destiny. Let's find this out. Let's figure this out.
Purifier robes.
Purifier robes. Those are old.
I said it was D1.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
those are old.
Are they that old? I don't even fucking know. But the lore card on that was super cool. And one, they also looked really fucking cool.
Oh wait, no, we couldn't.
You know what they look like? They kind of look like, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, it kind of looks like the armor of the Tower Guards from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Fire is the breaking of bonds. Fire is freedom. We must be swift and thorough in our liberation.
Bro.
That's pretty cool.
Burn it all.
Grind! Grind! That's all I can think of every time I think
I
of
are
it
pro
now.
streamer now.
Grind!
All your base are belong to us.
But
Speaking of streamers, I need 3 followers. That's what I'm saying. So
hey, the grind never
Link
stops.
me right now.
This is
so.
why I stream on YouTube. Nick knows.
I don't know where to
Nick's
start.
Nick's just vibing. He's like, yeah, and then I'm like, yeah. Okay, he knows.
I mean, Nick's getting used to this. Nick's getting used to the digressions. But I'm realizing, actually, this brings up a good point. Actually, we may have to change the name of the podcast next season because it turns out there is another podcast.
is this an offline conversation? Because you're not going to edit the podcast, are you? So
You never edit the podcast.
No.
You edit.
This is online.
He
This is
edited
letting
like
the
2
viewers know.
episodes. Because I showed him how to do it, and then he
This
never
is
did it
letting
again.
all 5 of our viewers know that we may do a name change to something else.
There's 6 of us in here, so I can.
Yeah, I don't watch our podcast. You fucking think I want to go through this nightmare again? Come on. I don't even watch my videos again. Shit. Fuck.
Look, I think the listeners like the realisticness of this podcast. They like it, you know? And we've cut down on the time quite significantly in the last half of the season. All right, listeners, on a real note, thank you so much for sticking with us through this first season. We may go through a name change, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to be the same podcast. And guests from Kid Jester, Joker, Nick, John, thank you so much for helping me work on this.
Destiny
Emma,
meme.
Orchid, Destiny the Meme, Gamma Trap, Jack, Adam, so on and so forth. Thank you all for being on this lovely first season of this podcast. And we look forward to growing further and further into this world and community. And thanks so much for putting up with my questionable abilities to host and run a podcast, but it's growing in time. But thank you so much to you guys. I love you all.
You've hosted
I
it.
really do.
Thanks so much for having me.
Jugger, you can have the last word if it's quick. Really
and like
quick.
always. No. Ladies and
Oh
gents.
no, he needs
boys
the
and
weapon
girls.
last word. He hasn't got it yet.
Fuck
Oh,
you, John.
You're right.
By the way,
Yeah.
I was going for a wholesome fucking thing, but no, John has to fucking open his mouth. No, I love John.
John
He's
is
got
at the bottom of the
he's got the little Halo UNSC Hawk on his shirt. I love
Oh.
it, dude.
I dig it.
You didn't think I fucking noticed?
I dig it.
Oh, rub them titties.
That-
Oh yeah, rub them man titties more.
All
Okay.
right, Jugger, get your last word in. Get your last word in. Jugger.
Anyways, ladies and gents,
Dad.
boys and girls, guardians of all ages, stay frosty.
Goodbye, everyone. Good night. Thank you.
Take care.